Hi Prof. Sunjun and Mr. Hong Sing. We are Team 1 consisting of myself, Kalissa, Desmond, Emmanuel, Serene, and Yu Miao. We'll be presenting our brand called One Therapy. Here's what we'll be presenting throughout the video. As a quick summary of our problem, we realized that people who are struggling coping with mental condition find it difficult to find an affordable, reliable, and suitable specialist. Searching it on the net may not be the most ideal thing to do as it takes up too much of their time and may be unreliable too. One Therapy serves as a platform for them to connect with specialists coming from various specializations including cognitive behavioral therapists and eating disorder therapists. They wouldn't have to search high and low to know more about a therapist. They will be able to make more informed decisions by filtering through their search results based on price, location, and reviews. We have utilized several programming languages such as HTML, CSS, JavaScript, Bootstrap, and Vue.js.
Okay, for our data store, we made use of MySQL for our database and made use of PHP to invoke these MySQL queries. So here's a look at our database. So we have therapist types, which has the therapist code, type code, the therapist type in name, as well as the description of the therapist type. And of course, we have our therapists. We have their names, their companies, their types, their website, their address, their postal code, image path, price, as well as description. So these are actually extracted from an actual website, and the prices in here are not reflective of the actual therapist price. So some ratings that we have as well. We have ratings, and we save them with the therapist ID, the rater's name, their rating number, the comment, as well as the date time when this ratings was made. And once again, these ratings are in no way what the actual client indicated. And so moving on to the APIs we use, we made use of HTML5 geolocation API in order to get the distance between the user's current location as well as the location of the therapist's office. And of course, we made use of Google Maps API to display this street directory of where the therapist's office is located. And we made use of PHP mailer that would send an email to the inquirer who fills up an our inquiry form. So these will be demoed later during our web demo. So now we will start with our website demonstration.
So this is our website One Therapy, which can be accessed locally by going to localhost/app. So this is the home page. At the top of every page, there will be a nav bar, and the nav bar is fixed so that whenever the user scroll down, the nav bar will still remain at the top of the page. And in the nav bar, there are several links. Some of the links leads to different sections on the same page. For example, clicking on FAQ leads to the FAQ section on the same page. So there's a carousel in the middle of the page. Under the FAQ section, the users can click on a question and the answers will be expanded. This is done using accordion and cards. Under the contact us section, users can send inquiries to us and using a form. So there will be a email validation in this form. If the users enter any valid email, there will be an error when the user clicks the submit button. This will prompt the users to enter a valid email. When the users enter a valid email and clicks on the submit button, there will be a pop-up showing confirmation. This pop-up is done using modal from Bootstrap. The fields in the form will be cleared and all the data will be sent to our database using Axios and Vue.
All right, so the email has now came in, and you can see what PHP mailer has done is send it to the email with the name as well as the inquiry that was keyed in.
So under the nav bar, there is a specialization tab, and the users can click on different types of specialization, and they'll be brought to a specializations page where they can view documentation on different types of therapies. At the top of the at the bottom of the page, of every page, there will be a back to top button that brings the users back to the top of the page. And at the top right corner of the web page, there is a look for therapies button that brings the users to the search page where users can filter and sort to find specific therapies based on their needs.
We will now move on to the search function in OneTherapy. From a navigation bar, user can click on Look for Therapies button to search for therapies that suits their needs. User will be redirected to search.html where it first shows a list of therapies available. User can then filter by therapist type, by clinic or hospitals, by ratings ranging from 0 to 5, or by keying in the price. User can also sort by name, price, or ratings. The records found are shown below. The therapist information such as name, rating, company, therapist specializations, and price is shown in the individual cards.
Next, I will walk you through the View Therapist page of our website. Once the user clicks the View Therapist button, it will jump into a new page. On the left side, it will be shown the therapist image, name, rating, company, and the link of his website. On the right side, we can see the description of the therapist, ETA, and a mini-map showing where the therapist clinic is. We use HTML geolocation API to get the user's current location, and use direction service to get the ETA from user's current location to the therapist clinic. The travel model will assume it's driving, so that the ETA means it will take 15 minutes to drive from the user's current location to the therapist clinic. For users' reference, our team decided to show a mini-map of the therapist location. We retrieve the therapist address and pass it to initialize the mini-map using Google Map API. When the user scrolls down, all ratings of this therapist will be shown. The user also can add in his own rating and review to this therapist. For example, we select 5 stars for the rating and write Next Therapist in the review part. Click Submit. The rating we created just now will be shown under Ratings.
Okay, thank you. Here are references. And that would be all. Are there any questions?